The Justice skins and scenery are now back in the game, and today I'm going to be reviewing and reacting to all their animations, and we're going to see, is the scenery and skin set still worth it a year later? Now, a little fun fact about this scenery is this was a major teaser to Townhall 17 in general. Obviously, this matches the entire Townhall 17 theme, and it was also a major teaser for Hammer Jam as well, because you could see the hammers all over the place, and just the entire gold, blue, and black theme, which was literally, obviously, the theme for Townhall 17. There was also a couple of hidden sneak peeks we thought there was, like the battle healer. There was a couple barbarian statues and a little Batman reference as well. But first, let's get into the skins. For the first skin, it was the gold pass skin, the Judgment King. Now, the Judgment King is a very solid gold pass skin. You can see when you click on him, he kind of taps his staff down and like swings it around. He also has a really nice gauntlet design. This is how all the heroes look in the hero hole. The Judgment King, when you swing him around, look at his gauntlet, has like an eagle on it. You'll notice all these skins kind of reference the eagle in some kind of way, the eagle artillery that being. You can see the queen here as well, and the grand judge. This is all the skins look in the profile of the king, queen, and warden. Now, unfortunately, there is no minion prince or RC skin this month. A little context on why there was no RC skin for this set last year. They went through a phase of not really making world champion skins for whatever reason, probably because the RC was the last hero to be unlocked, and also the minion prince was not even out when this skin set came out, so that's the reason for that. For the Judgment King, you can see in the hero hole, he puts on his helmet, picks up his giant like weapon, I don't know what it's called, it's like a hammer, swings it around, smashes it down, it kind of hits his chest, and you'll see he's breathing through that mask. Has some very nice armor. He has a giant gauntlet on his right arm and the eagle gauntlet glowing. Look at that, the eyes in the middle were really cool. Those shoes, all metal around him. This king skin is very nice, and it still holds up today, and you can pick it up for gems because it was the gold pass skin. Next up is the Justice Queen skin. The Justice Queen skin puts on her helmets. Very nice queen skin. Look at that flash. Picks up her bow and shoots it around. Very justice like queen, kind of holds her ground. Looks very nice. The golden armor, you can see the eagle on her chest as well. So yeah, overall pretty nice. And then we have the grand judge skin. He throws his spear down, snaps, a little mini eagle comes around, and that kind of follows him around as his companion. Once again, a very solid warden skin. You'll see the eagle reference obviously on his little owl pets, and kind of on his head as well, the glowing purple staff and the purple gem in the middle of his head. And once again, a very solid piece of armor. I guess my only critique of this skin set is sadly there is no RC skin or prince skin, which really sucks. This is how the queen skin looks when you tap on her. She kind of shoots her bow and kind of just resumes her stance. Very solid animation. And then for the grand judge, when you click him, he lets his little metal eagle fly around. So yeah, overall a very solid warden skin animation as well. Now sadly, I cannot show you the upgrade animations because I have all these heroes at max level, but I will show you their attacking and death animations and their walking animations as well. So this is the king. When you place him down, he doesn't really have a placement animation actually, but he walks and he holds his like hammer on his shoulder when he walks. He'll sometimes occasionally punch the defense or a building that he's hitting, and he'll slam his hammer on other times. He has a really menacing walk as well. I never realized how cool his walk was. Then we'll see when he goes down. The yak is actually kind of in the way. Move, yak! But his helmet actually comes off, and you'll see he's kind of dizzy with his hammer like right by his side. Let's see the queen. When you place her down, she doesn't really have a placement animation either. Now, placement animations didn't really get popular up until this year, I'm pretty sure, when they really started killing it with these skins. But even though they don't have a placement animation, it's still very nice. I'll go ahead and pop the hero here to see if I can move these healers out of the way. That way they're not distracting. When she goes down, her arrow from her crossbow is actually on the floor, and she's kind of just dizzy as well. Nothing really flashy with her death animation. You'll see her bow is also on the ground as well. And then last but not least, we have the grand judge, so we'll see how he is when he is attacking. Once again, no placement animation, but still a very nice beam when he attacks. I think these skins are very clean, man. When they're placed down, still a very classic skin set. You'll see his little owl doesn't really do much, but when he attacks, it kind of flips around with him. I really like this beam though. I'm not gonna lie, I might rock this set. The wasteland set, which is currently in the game, is very cool, but this warden is very clean and it's very simple. We'll see how he goes down, or we'll see his death animation when he goes down rather. His little eagle pet is kind of on the ground malfunctioning. He also has his hand on his head because he's dizzy, and he still holds his staff, but he's kind of just swirling around. And I think this is a very common death animation. They would kind of just swirl around. And then, like I said, in 2025, they really upped their death animations and really started going a lot on these skins in every single way. And now I'll show you guys the air mode for the warden as well, because he has different attack animations. You'll see he still has that like staff, purple beam, but he kind of flings his staff all of the way back now. Very solid hit animation. I think this Warden is actually pretty solid, man. We'll see how he goes down here when he's hit by this air defense. The Unicorn's trying its best to heal him, but he does go down, and you'll see he actually drops both of his staff and his eagle, and it kind of looks like he's sitting on the wall here, but of course he is just floating in the air because he's knocked out as the air version. He kind of just has his hands on his head, so nothing really flashy or crazy there. And now for the actual scenery review. The music, I want to start off by saying, is a very solid soundtrack. I really like the whole kind of like chill slash drum kind of theme. It's a very good soundtrack. The floors are also a nice dark tile, but not really too distracting in a way. Look at this part of the scenery is kind of like has lines going through it, but overall I don't think it's really distracting. I think it matches the scenery very well. I also like how they have this golden line all the way around, which does look very clean. Now this scenery does have a lot of detail, especially for its time. Most notably, you see this blimp kind of flying around, which we did think at the time was going to be a new blimp level or blimp theme. You'll see there's some more gears over here, a massive building to the right side. There's a lot of troops on the top right side here as well, with this little cannon kind of pointing there. There's some rocks, more troops just kind of hanging around. There's this skeleton statue here, a golden statue with more troops looking around. Now there's also another cool part here on the bottom side. This blimp kind of just keeps flying around. These baby dragons are also holding down this gate with the giants holding the lever. I think an army starts to march here pretty shortly, which is also very cool. When it does that, I'll go back to it. There's a little spotlight here, more troops. This water area also looks very, very cool. That's also another eagle reference there, I just realized. There's also another blimp and another spotlight here as well. One key feature is that the army starts approaching with his leader Barbarian kind of marching with the army, and you'll notice when they kind of get close, I think he bangs on the wall and then the giants just like press the lever. Yeah, they look at each other, press the lever, and then they all get knocked into the water, which is very funny, I'm not gonna lie. Really ahead of its time, and this Barbarian just ends up running away. He's like, I'm outie. He realizes the army's gone. He just runs away, which is so funny. More hammer references, more spotlights. There's like some glass windows here as well. More eagle references. There's some more troops over here as well. They're kind of just moving around, animated. Like I said, there's this barbarian, like Batman reference. This is pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, with the whole spotlight. Some very nice barbarian statues with huge barbarian swords on each side of this building. This eagle like statue here. This pretty much looks like it was Townhall 17. Obviously, before it got teased, we didn't know this was Townhall 17, or at least the theme, but it pretty much does look like a massive Townhall 17 building. Of course, the battle healer, or we thought this is going to be the battle healer, but it's just a healer with the scales and a sword. Very nice golden statue. There's some troops here looking at the statue. More troops kind of just hanging around on the sides. Some little torches and flames over there. Same thing over here. More entrances, more like walkways. This scenery is very cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. I really like the whole ambience of it. Like the water is very nicely lit. More spotlights as well. More windows. The grass. Honestly, this scenery feels pretty lively. And even though this scenery is just like a regular scenery, not even an XL scenery, it's still one of, in my opinion, the best sceneries in the game in terms of detail, in terms of overall style, and in terms of how well it fits. And of course, it resembling or matching and teasing a whole entire town hall, that being Townhall 17. I think it matches very, very well. Of course, it literally matches perfectly with Townhall 17 as well. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this scenery is a 10 out of 10. And if you guys do decide to buy any packs, skins, or cosmetics in the shop, you could support me by using code TURMY before you buy anything. And now that leaves us with the current Wasteland theme, and with Townhall 18 seemingly around the corner, of course all the Wasteland skins as well. We have not gotten any sneak peeks for Townhall 18 just yet, but I have a feeling we're gonna get them very soon. Of course, if you're watching now or in the future, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on notifications so you guys can see all of my videos on cosmetics, updates, reviews, anything I post in the future. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a like and let me know what you guys think about the Justice skins and scenery down below in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Until then, I'm out. Peace.